So today we're joined by Grace Johnson, who is the owner of G2 CFO. G2 CFO is a group of experienced accountants based in Little Rock with a wide range of expertise to help small businesses tackle their finances. So thank you so much for joining us, Grace.
And now I'm going to just stop sharing my screen so that we can see you front and center as opposed to the picture of you.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning. So yeah, we've introduced you a little bit, but maybe just to get started, if you can just tell us a bit about yourself and your practice.
Certainly. My name is Grace Johnson, and I started my firm 8 years ago after a very long career in corporate finance. What I wanted to do is to take some of the things I'd learned from working for big companies and scale those so that small businesses could benefit, because we often had the benefit of consultants and various other analysis softwares and things like that that small businesses just can't afford. So that was the goal of G2 CFO, was to scale some of those corporate benefits that I'd learned. We started as a virtual firm 8 years ago. Never invested in a brick and mortar. All of my employees and team members have always worked remotely. So we were paperless from the very start and virtual, and that really set us up to do well during COVID because we were able to respond promptly to our clients and help take care of them through what was, for many of them, a very unsettling time.
For sure. No, that sounds like you were definitely ahead of the curve with your practice, and I can resonate with your mission because I think when I was in practice as an auditor, I also saw all these big firms had these amazing resources, and it's really cool to see that you were finding ways that smaller firms could also benefit. So that's definitely amazing.
And I suppose working as a virtual firm, how have you seen this change over time? Has it changed really since the pandemic?
It certainly has. What the pandemic did was it accelerated a change that was already in progress, where the embracing of technology, going completely digital, and relying on each other in your communication skills to be able to work across a lot of different countries, states, cities, and not be confined by a geographic region.
Amazing. Yeah. What is your experience of working with Syft been like so far? Because you obviously are a Syft client.
Yes, we're a Syft client. We're a Syft fan.
Yay.
We evaluated a lot of different analysis softwares because what we were doing was looking for a tool to help our clients be able to review their financials in a way that was very meaningful so they could get to the data that they needed to make decisions or confirm what it is that they've been doing was correct and they're moving in the right direction. So we were looking hard for something that would benefit them. We found that Syft it fit the bill in so many ways, especially with the live view. I mean, the live view is what did it for us. That was the most unique feature and one that our clients have embraced and they really love. One of my clients recently told me, she said she was listing at the beginning of the year all the things from the prior year that were her favorite things, and Syft, those reports, that enhancement was on the top of them. She's a very successful business owner, and she said that getting those reports and being able to go through them and check quickly and look at her key performance indicators and know whether or not she was on track and what the next steps needed to be was just a game changer for her and really made her feel more confident in her decision making.
Amazing. I think you'll be excited because there's some updates to live view that we're going to touch on today as well. So what I think was already an amazing feature is getting even better. So that's cool. What's the next question?
Why do you think other firms should consider going digital?
Well, I think that is the way of the future. A lot of times I use the analogy, you can either get on board or get dragged behind. The train has pulled out on this, and so it's time to embrace it and go ahead and make that adjustment. I sometimes hear that from other CPAs that say their clients don't like the digital, they don't trust the paperless. but it's just a matter of transitioning them and teaching them and helping them make that change. We have not found it to be a problem at all. In fact, we often, spend some time early on with new clients to get them acclimated, especially like going through their live view reports, walk them through it, show them how it works, how they can make comments, how they can respond back to us so that we can respond to them, and we keep it all in the same document so that everybody knows where we're at.
Amazing. I think, yeah, that point on getting client, like assisting them on the onboarding process and kind of walking them through getting used to it is a really good takeaway from that point. And then maybe if you can just share some of the challenges that you've noted within the accounting industry, specifically where you're based in the US, maybe just share some of those insights would be amazing.
What clients want from their CPA firm accountants are solutions and tools and not another task. They need very much for someone to streamline that data information that they're reviewing so they can get to what they need quickly, understand it, and make good decisions. I think that it is imperative that CPA firms going forward embrace that piece of it and enhance their advisory part. A business owner may have a lot of knowledge about their particular industry, but there's a lot of benefits and good lessons learned from across all kinds of industries. And as a CPA and someone who's had background in corporate finance, then I've had that experience. I've seen best practices. I've seen different ways that it's been done. I've seen all kinds of ideas. So I can bring that to the table and pair that up with their advanced experience. And from there, we can get a lot of traction.
Amazing. No, that makes a lot of sense. I think, is there anything else you would like to share with us about, Syft or anything else?
One of the things that our clients ask for is budgeting and forecasting. The Syft reports are lined up for that very, very well. The great tool that Syft has with the connector and how it is that you can bring that data in so that it feeds seamlessly and the reports look so professional and easy to follow. Our clients very much like it. And whenever they see the initial reports, once we put it together and get it loaded and they see the first draft, they're so excited. I mean, how often do your clients get excited about seeing their financial reports? Whenever you get that kind of feedback, you know that you have gotten something that really speaks to them and they see it as very, very valuable.
Amazing. That's so good to hear. I think the connect is so powerful. So I'm really glad you're getting value out of it. But I think thank you so much for taking the time to share with us, for coming and speaking and sharing a bit of your insights about the industry and how you're working with Syft, and what the insights you're seeing. So thank you so much for joining us.